Good Thursday morning, an even colder blast of Arctic air on the way.
And Al's got new details on the next winter storm. It is January 29th. This is Today. The big chill.
I've got 4 layers on top, 3 layers on bottom. I've got heated gloves.
More Americans bundling up with brutal cold, tightening its grip on a huge swath of the country. Alerts stretching all the way to South Florida. Al's got everything you need to know about the deep freeze and a nasty nor'easter this weekend. Prior confrontation. New videos of Alex Preddy clashing with federal agents in Minneapolis 11 days before he was shot and killed. This morning, what officials and his family are saying about that altercation, and the new questions being raised about the investigation into that fatal shooting. This as 2 agents involved are placed on administrative leave. We're live in Minneapolis with the very latest. Search and seizure. New details on the FBI raid on an election office in Georgia at the center of President Trump's false claims of fraud in the 2020 race.
We don't know where they're taking the boxes.
This morning, what we're learning about that operation and why it has critics concerned about this year's election. Race against the clock. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill scrambling to avoid another government shutdown, the second in 3 months. But issues over funding and ICE are standing in the way. Can a deal be reached before tomorrow's deadline? We're live in Washington. Concert chaos.
162,000 people ahead of me.
Record demand for Harry Styles' world tour. Fueling a new debate over tickets and prices. We'll take a closer look and also show you some ways to score more affordable seats to your favorite shows. All that, plus Eat Up, the classic buffet, back in a big way.
A wide variety of food, and it's not expensive.
Just ahead, how our appetites and our wallets are fueling the return of the all-you-can-eat experience. And growing trend. Hollywood set to take its love of toys, Barbie, Transformers, Battleship, to a whole new level. The next classic eyeing a big screen breakout. Today, Thursday, January 29th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to Today. So happy that you've decided to start your Thursday with us.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. We'll start it off with a look at the sunrise here in New York, but it's more beautiful than it is effective because guess what? The sun's coming up, but it is not very warm outside. It's chilly, chilly. Single-digit degrees this morning.
Yeah, much of the same across the country as well. More than 100 million Americans are under cold alerts today from the Gulf Coast to New England. Meanwhile, down south, hundreds of thousands of people are still without power after that weekend ice storm. Some crews now working to repair lines, as you see there, by helicopter.
And it is looking more like parts of the East Coast will be hit by another winter storm this weekend, set to bring even more heavy snow, even blizzard-like conditions. I just looked at my weather app. 5 degrees in New York City. Feels like -2 right now.
Our real-life weather app, Mr. Roker, standing by with the very latest on the path of that storm. But first, NBC's Sam Brock is outside in the aforementioned bitter cold right here in New York City. Sam, good morning.
Craig, Savannah, good morning. It takes some courage to look at that feels like on your phone right now. Millions of Americans still cleaning up from that major snowstorm you discussed are now suffering through an Arctic cold blast that just, guys, is not quitting. We're talking about sub-zero temperatures for 10 days or more in many places, and it comes as the accidents and fatalities are continuing to rise.
Days of freezing cold and icy roads still causing chaos nationwide. This SUV slipping and sliding uncontrollably in Austin, Texas. Across the country, bitter temperatures keeping more than 100 million people under cold alerts. The Arctic blast bursting pipes in homes and forcing some families to sleep in cars. Hundreds of thousands still without electricity, power lines being repaired on the ground and from the air, as residents, some without heat, are left shivering. The dangerous chill now responsible for more than 70 weather-related deaths. In New York City, this staggering sight, chunks of ice on the Hudson River, suspending some ferry service.
I've got 4 layers on top, 3 layers on bottom. I've got heated gloves.
And huge mounds of snow keeping crews busy. There is so much snow in New York City right now. The sanitation department is hauling it to 5 different locations like this one and melting it in what they're calling hot tub machines that then pour all of that water down into the sewer system. In the Midwest, snow and ice have made roads perilous. Some schools in Indianapolis closed for 3 days straight. Neighbors pitching in to help Caitlin Prentice and her family.
As we were trying to figure out what to do, one of the moms was like, I can take all 4 boys like tomorrow morning. And another mom was like, I'll take them in the afternoon.
But for 5-year-old Benny, it's been a blast.
Then I went to Lessons House some days, and then he has a really cool snow fort made out of all snow.
Well, back here in New York City, guys, officials expect the cleanup operation to continue around the clock through the middle of February. It may be more than 2 weeks before the temperatures are going to be high enough for the sun to start melting the snow naturally. Until then, a few more weeks of those snow melting machines. Craig, Savannah, back to you.
All right, Sam Brock starting us off. Thanks, Sam.
All right, Al's over at his weather map with the new forecast details and the cold that we're experiencing. Hi, Al.
Hi, guys. Good morning, and good morning to you. And take a look Friday and Saturday morning. Potential record lows from Jackson up to Cleveland, Buffalo, Bridgeport, Connecticut. And this weekend, we're talking dangerous morning wind chills. Buffalo, you're going to feel like minus 16 on Friday, minus 5 in Chicago. Saturday, Cincinnati, you'll feel like minus 14. And you look at these temperatures. These are high temperatures on Saturday. 25 degrees below average in Fort Worth with 32. Montgomery, 31. Tallahassee, 23 degrees cooler at 42. Sunday and Monday mornings, potential records throughout Florida and the Southeast from Macon, Georgia, West Palm Beach. Look at Sunday morning. In Miami, a wind chill of 30, 28 in Sarasota. There could be snow flurries, Gulf effect snow for parts of the west coast of Florida, and there could be ocean effect snow along the Space Coast. So we're watching that. Now, winter weather alerts in the mid-Atlantic states. 22 million people from Norfolk, Asheville down to Charleston. We're looking at the possibility of snow and heavy snow and wind. So this is the core of that Arctic air on Saturday. A nor'easter develops along the coast, and that combination is going to bring heavy snow. Raleigh, 5 to 9 inches. Norfolk, we're looking 7 to 14 inches. Roanoke, 3 to 6. Knoxville, Atlanta may even see a little snow as well. And then the nor'easter starts to make its way up the coast. Now, the American and European models, both in agreement now on storm track. The European model may be a little bit slower. Not heavy snow for New York and the I-95 corridor. Heaviest is going to be out as you get into eastern New England, but coastal flooding is going to be a problem because this is going to be a large, powerful storm, and we've got a full moon this weekend, so there could be a lot of coastal flooding, guys.
All right, Al, thank you. We'll come back to you in just a few moments. Meanwhile, also this morning, there are new developments out of Minnesota. Video has now emerged of Alex Preddy clashing with federal agents less than 2 weeks before he was fatally shot. And 2 of the Border Patrol agents involved in that shooting have now been placed on administrative leave. NBC's national correspondent Morgan Chesky has the very latest once again on the ground for us there in Minneapolis. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Craig, good morning. And this new video captures a clear confrontation between Alex Preddy and federal agents 11 days before he was shot and killed on this very street behind me. Now, we anticipate hearing from Border Czar Tom Homan later this morning, who has taken over ICE operations here in Minneapolis. And while he has signaled to go about things differently, the evidence of that still remains unclear.
That is police brutality!
This morning, 2 of the agents involved in the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy are on administrative leave, according to DHS officials. The move comes as new videos have emerged of Preddy from an incident 11 days before he was killed. Here you can see Preddy approaching the area where a crowd was already interacting with federal agents. And in this angle, captured by online media outlet The News Movement, Preddy kicks their car. The agents respond by tackling him to the ground. At one point, you can see what appears to be a gun tucked in Preddy's pants. Local officials say Preddy was legally allowed to carry a handgun. Preddy's family says they were aware of the previous altercation. writing a week before Alex was gunned down in the street. Despite posing no threat to anyone, he was violently assaulted. Overnight, President Trump sharing the video and another user's post calling Preddy a domestic terrorist, despite his previous efforts to back away from that language, used by his administration officials after Preddy's death, which has come under fire from both Democrats and Republicans. The Trump administration has now acknowledged mistakes in the hours after Preddy's death, but says a full investigation is now underway.
Back up! Back up!
Yesterday, tensions in the city still high, with crowds again protesting outside a hotel where they believed ICE agents were staying. The FBI now investigating a different confrontation in Minneapolis after a man sprayed Congresswoman Ilhan Omar with a substance during a town hall. That substance now revealed to be apple cider vinegar, according to preliminary tests. Omar, who's frequently been publicly criticized by President Trump, turning blame on the president.
Every time the President of the United States has chosen to use hateful rhetoric to talk about me, my death threats skyrocket.
And we have new video just in this morning of another protest, this one in Texas, outside a detention facility there. And it's this place where we believe Liam Ramos, that 5-year-old who was taken by ICE alongside his father last week in Minnesota, is currently being held. Texas Congressman Joaquin Castro visiting the father and son, sharing this photo of the young boy, saying he spoke to the boy's father, who shared that he was depressed, not eating well, and keeps asking to go home. Craig.
Morgan Chesky in Minneapolis. Morgan, thank you.
Well, that tension in Minneapolis and ICE funding is adding to a growing standoff on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers once again racing to prevent a government shutdown. NBC's chief Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles has more on where things stand and what this fight is about. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Democrats in the Senate have said they will vote no on a government spending bill unless the administration agrees to a set of policy changes designed to address the ICE crackdown across the country. They are demanding 3 specific changes. First, end roving ICE patrols across the country. 2, an updated uniform code of conduct and accountability for immigration enforcement. And 3, body cams on all agents, as well as proper identification and no masks. Now, Democrats believe they have a few options to force the administration to change policy, so they're pushing for reforms during this spending debate at a time when they feel like they're starting to have public sentiment on their side. Now, one idea that is gaining traction is separating out negotiations over these changes from the overall government funding bill. Now, some Senate Republicans have expressed support, but emphasized that it will come down to the White House. Now, if they cannot strike a deal by Friday, a partial government shutdown will kick in at midnight, and it could impact everything from pay for military service members to potential air travel delays. Savannah?
All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you.
Meanwhile, we're learning more this morning about an FBI raid on an election office near Atlanta, Georgia. Agents executing a search warrant for records tied to the 2020 election. NBC's senior White House correspondent Garrett Hake joins us with the latest on this. Garrett, good morning.
Greg, it's been more than 5 years since Joe Biden won the state of Georgia on his way to an election victory that President Trump has regularly and falsely claimed was rigged and stolen from him. Ballots from that state have been recounted multiple times by machine and by hand, always to the same result. And now those ballots from the 2020 election are in the hands of federal agents for an unknown investigative purpose.
In Georgia's largest county this morning, outrage following a stunning FBI raid on an election office. Agents with a search warrant working late into the night, seizing ballots and records from the 2020 election.
We don't know where they're taking the boxes.
A Democratic state lawmaker who observed the search posting this video online.
This is an order from on high to try to disrupt Fulton County's election administration just because Donald Trump is still mad that he lost the 2020 election.
President Trump has falsely claimed for years that the 2020 election was rigged against him, even bringing it up just days ago in Davos, Switzerland.
It was a rigged election. Everybody now knows that. They found out. People will soon be prosecuted for what they did.
In a now infamous phone call months after the election, Mr. Trump asked Georgia's Republican Secretary of State to help him find the votes to overturn the results.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
because we won the state.
That call, key evidence in a Fulton County criminal case brought against Trump and dismissed last year. A senior administration official tells NBC News that Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard visited the election center Wednesday, saying Gabbard has, quote, a pivotal role in election security and protecting the integrity of our elections against interference. But the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee, Mark Warner, is demanding an explanation, calling Gabbard's appearance, quote, a serious breach of trust that underscores why she is unqualified to hold a position that demands sound judgment and apolitical independence. The White House overnight referred questions about the raid to the DOJ and FBI, who declined to comment on its substance. We should learn more today when the president holds what could be another marathon cabinet meeting here at the White House. Craig?
Garrett Haake from the White House. Garrett, thank you.
The health of the U.S. economy front and center this morning after a key decision by the Federal Reserve. The central bank voting to hold interest rates steady, resisting intense pressure from the White House to lower those rates. NBC's senior business correspondent Christine Romans was in Washington for that decision. Joins us now. Christine, good morning.
Good morning. The move widely expected, and Fed Chair Jerome Powell said there was broad support to keep rates at current levels after those 3 straight cuts. Their assessment, while inflation is higher than the board would like, there are some signs the job market might be stabilizing. But concerns about affordability remain, folks, with many Americans still feeling the pinch. The Federal Reserve and Chairman Jerome Powell defying calls from President Trump to cut the Fed's key interest rate, instead holding steady.
The U.S. economy expanded at a solid pace last year and is coming into 2026 on a firm footing.
With real-world impacts for Americans, the decision critical for everything from mortgage rates to credit cards to car loans. The bank balancing inflation that's still higher than it would like, and a job market that slowed dramatically last year but may be stabilizing. The pause widely expected on Wall Street. The S&P 500 briefly topped 7,000 for the first time ever, though markets closed mixed after a flurry of corporate earnings and layoff announcements. Amazon slashing 16,000 roles, UPS expected to eliminate 30,000 positions, and Nike planning to lay off hundreds at distribution centers, among others. Still, President Trump has touted the economy as the hottest in the world and is expected to name his next Fed pick within days.
I'll announce it pretty soon. You'll see rates come down a lot.
And the interest rate decision likely to be unwelcome news to the president, who has repeatedly attacked Powell.
He should be fine. Guy's grossly incompetent.
Powell also under pressure from the Justice Department with an investigation into his congressional testimony about Fed building renovations. He would not answer questions about that, but he did offer some advice for the next Fed chair.
Get pulled into elected politics. Don't do it.
Powell's term as chairman of the Fed is over in May. He would not say whether he would stay on the board after that. He also talked about AI and the build out of AI in the economy. He said ultimately it's good. It'll help the economy grow. But, I asked him, what does artificial intelligence mean for entry-level jobs? And he acknowledged to me that it could be disruptive in the near term. Longer term, these new technologies can be good for productivity, good for the economy. But he did acknowledge they're watching the job market and watching what kind of disruption AI could be, especially for
entry-level and also mid-level jobs.
That's right, absolutely.
I know.
Any indication how disruptive?
Not yet. They're just kind of watching that to see. It's a new technology. Whenever there's a new technology, you watch to see what the medium-term and long-term impacts are. So we'll see.
Thank you, Christine.
Nice to see you.
All right, from AI to AL, standing at his wall. Mr. Roker, all eyes on you this week.
All right, well, we've got some rainy weather to talk about for our friends in the Pacific Northwest. Otherwise, the West Coast looking pretty darn good. Few scattered flurries throughout the Rockies, frigid conditions in the plains, snow showers around the upper Great Lakes, and very cold in the mid-Atlantic states. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh, 7:30 Karate Kid. Oh, remember that? Iconic.
Remember that. It's seared into my childhood, my brain.
Why are you showing this to us?
Wax off.
Yes.
It's important. This is an important film.
Yes.
And it's taken I'm sure Bill Belichick thought it took a long time for him to get into the Hall of Fame. This has taken this movie a very long time to get a very high honor in the world of film.
Yes.
And I'll tell you about it in Popstar. I'm excited.
42 years.
Yes.
That's like almost a full Al Roker revolution of the Today Show.
That's right, yeah. But first, we got a lot to get to this half hour, starting with a new round of fan pushback, including this data against those soaring costs of ticket prices.
And all of it's being triggered by record-breaking demand for Harry Styles' newly announced world tour.
NBC's Liz Kreutz is here with a look at how fans and Ticketmaster are responding this morning. Remember, the Swifties were outraged. Now the Stylesies.
I think they're called the Harrys, Savannah.
Oh, okay,
I looked it up. That's the Harrys. Yeah, good morning, guys. Free-sale signups were through the roof for Harry Styles after the widely popular singer announced he's going back on tour. But some fans eager to see him live were frustrated to find high prices and really limited inventory.
Renewed backlash this morning over sky-high concert ticket prices.
When did concert tickets become $1,000?
As fans scramble to snag tickets to see global superstar Harry Styles for his highly anticipated Together Together tour. The excitement over seeing the British singer quickly turning frantic. Fans attempting to buy pre-sale tickets on Ticketmaster only to find this.
162,000 people ahead of me.
Fans sharing screenshots and digital ticket lines behind tens of thousands of others. And once many did get through the queue, they were shell-shocked by the prices.
So did anyone actually get the $50 tickets that people are talking about?
The only U.S. dates of Styles' 7-city global tour are a 30-show residency at New York City's Madison Square Garden. Ticketmaster says a record 11.5 million people signed up for the pre-sale. The ticket seller also saying prices were set in advance by the tour, ranging from $50 to nearly $1,200, and will not change during pre-sale or regular sale.
It's unclear exactly how much control artists specifically have over the price of tickets. A lot of the times, these are deals that are brokered with some of these tour promoters far in advance.
Styles shows the latest example of fans outraged over ticket costs, from Beyonce to Taylor Swift, whose Eras tour kicked off a wave of fans fighting back. The FTC and DOJ now suing Live Nation and Ticketmaster, accusing them of deceptive pricing, which the company denies, instead blaming artist demand for inflated resale prices. On Tuesday, Kid Rock testifying on Capitol Hill about the issue.
And I believe music fans and artists have been getting screwed for far too long by the ticketing system.
And other artists also pushing back. Ticketmaster announcing it's working with Ariana Grande's team to help get canceled resale tickets into the hands of fans for her upcoming Eternal Sunshine tour.
I think that if enough people are speaking out about it, it could have an impact.
So, Liz, what can the Harrys do?
Yeah, well, the Harrys, what a lot of artists are saying, some have actually encouraged people to just do it the old-fashioned way, literally go to the venue, go to the box office, wait in line, and buy tickets that way. That will eliminate fees. It's a little bit riskier, but you can also try and wait until the last minute and see if you can get a cheaper resale ticket. And this is another thing we're seeing a lot more people do, which is just use it as an excuse to go overseas, maybe take a trip to Europe. I'm guilty of this. You can get tickets there often for a fraction of the price. And we should say that because of demand, Harry Styles has added 2 more shows in London.
I'll tell you, an easy way for folks to see him for free. Get Harry to come to the plaza.
Yeah,
you know what? We should have Kornacki call him and book the show. Because Kornacki allows
is out of control, though. Yeah. I know affordability is a big topic nationally. Yeah. This is a big problem. We've seen it happen just the last couple of years. The pricing for any show. I don't know how families of 4. My daughter's birthday's this summer. Yeah. We're looking ahead. It's almost impossible. You could maybe buy 2 for a parent and a child, but it's egregious and it should stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Hear, hear.
We'll see if Congress hears that call.
Liz,
thank you.
Good to see you in person, by the way.
Good to be here.
Liz.
Coming up, a Today exclusive that all parents need to see. It's about an unspoken health crisis in this country, the alarming rise in gambling among teenage boys, what you need to know and what you need to watch out for.
All right, but first, get ready to loosen your belt. The once struggling buffet is back in a big way. Brian Chung is on the case.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah, let's get our fat pants on.
I am not. It's 7:40 in the morning, but Americans are hungry for all-you-can-eat buffets. We'll tell you all about how buffets are back on the other side, right here on Today.
Back At 7:39, get out your elastic pants. This morning on Today's Consumer, the hottest trend in dining. Always wear them, right?
Yeah.
Customers are lining up for the buffet.
Yeah. That's right. Buffets are back in a big way, but it's not your grandparents' all-you-can-eat experience.
No, it is not. NBC's Brian Chung here with more. A lot of folks really excited about this.
Yeah, and this was a hard assignment, guys, to have to go to a buffet and report on that for the Today Show. But look, forget those boring salad and noodle bars. Unlimited buffets now include tableside grills and hot pots, where the only constraint is the size of your appetite. And deal hunters on social media can't seem to get enough. Buffet bars have offered a family feast for generations.
At Old Country Buffet, kids always get what they want because they get it themselves.
From Vegas high rollers
at Excalibur, setting the standard of excellence in buffet dining,
to hungry, budget-conscious diners all across the country.
Sizzler for the 90s, exactly what America wants.
And now, after a pandemic decline and a change in appetite, Americans are once again rushing back to the buffet. Now, a $700 billion industry.
How can you not find anything you like with 150 choices?
According to a 2026 survey from Yelp, searches for all-you-can-eat buffet near me jumped over 250% in 2025, bringing big business back to buffet chains like Golden Corral, which saw 15% same-store sales growth in the last 16 months.
I love buffets.
It just brings bad memories.
There's the nostalgia factor.
Well, then you should go to Golden Corral.
But there's also the bang for the buck.
A wide variety of food, and it's not expensive.
According to Data Essential, a typical buffet meal costs between $14 and $35.
Consumers really like getting a good deal for their money.
It's not just those traditional buffet bars and heat lamps getting a boost. Yelp also found searches for all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue and hot pot are surging an eye-popping 591%, pointing diners to places like fast-growing chain K-Pot. All-you-can-eat restaurants also taking on a DIY component, where the food keeps coming as long as you're still willing to keep grilling. Where else could you get French fries next to enoki mushrooms and pork
seafood.
belly?
Exactly.
Yeah. From hot plate to grill top to familiar buffet staples, consumers say the flexibility and value can't be beat.
If you're going out to eat fewer times a week, when you go out, you want to make it count.
Value and volume, a recipe that nearly everyone can agree on.
I'll come once a week, honestly.
Once a week?
Once a week.
I like to see the drinks on the table there. So apparently it also has folks strategizing as well on how to actually stack the plate?
Yeah, well, again, you want to try to maximize your bang for the buck. And so some personal strategies that I would offer here as an expert on all of this. First off, you want to try to prioritize the meats. Of course, that is the most expensive stuff. Also, don't load up on the carbs. I know if you go to like Korean barbecue, if you go to hot pot, what they call huoguo in Chinese, noodles, rice, sounds tempting. But again, it's going to fill you up, keep you away from the high value stuff. And then lastly, get a new plate each trip. Yeah. Don't use that same dirty plate,
That's
okay?
right.
It's not a good look.
And save room for dessert.
Yes.
You know, like at Luby's cafeteria, they'd have like, oh, that was our plate, and they'd have like pudding.
You remember
I love the soft serve machine.
Your first buffet experience? Remember like Sizzler when you were a kid?
Yes.
Just the idea that you could eat and I could go back and get more. It's
It was
a
like,
beautiful
sometimes
concept.
it was the only reason we'd go to church. It's
Old
just
country
the
buffet.
promise of cafeteria.
Well, and the kids
after.
eat free policy too. You know, you'd be bringing in like 13, 14-year-olds. Like, yeah, they're totally 10.
Right?
They're totally 10.
Sounds like you grew up in my house.
He is a beer.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Big 10-year-old.
Mr. Roker, what you got?
And wear the big stretchy pants, too, when you go, because that always helps. Well, we're going to take a look at the weekend. Record cold in the Northeast on Friday, frigid in the plains, more showers in the Pacific Northwest. Now, we move into Saturday. Heavy snow along the mid-Atlantic coast. Bundle up in the Northeast Great Lakes, sunny and nice as you make your way out west. And then Sunday, snow at the coast. The heaviest is going to be eastern New England, otherwise record cold down through the Gulf, plenty of sunshine midsection of the country, and we're looking at more rain along the Pacific Northwest coast. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
Well, guys, I don't know how. We must know somebody how we score this exclusive Pop Start PSSP here from country superstar Blake Shelton. Take a look at this.
Welcome to Las Vegas. I'm coming back to Vegas. I'll see you in May. What do you think,
think about my tractor? I love you too. Y'all gotta come see me. I'm gonna do another residency. I'm coming back to Las Vegas in May. I'll see you there. Woo! Coming to work. Okay, Carson, back to you in the studio. I'll see you right here in May. The party's just getting started, buddy.
So I was very happy to get this announcement that Blake's extending this residency. We were supposed to go to see him tomorrow. Yes. This weekend is his last concert of this run, but now he's just announcing he's returning to Caesars in the spring.
Can we finally go to Vegas and have a road trip?
Well,
I would love to.
We had to go, but we have this bomb cyclone coming back on Sunday. We were worried about getting back.
Well, I don't think it's okay. It's going to be okay.
The Bombo Genesis
is coming back.
And you're going west.
Yeah.
To go to Vegas.
Well, we have to get back on Sunday, though.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a moot point now. We should all go in the spring.
There you go.
That's what I think. JBH, are you in?
I'm in.
Road trip.
Let's go. Vegas all the way. Okay, winter weather doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. On the Boost, we're going to show you a few ways that people are having fun in the ice and snow. Right after this.
All right, JBH is here, and we've got a Boost that's very much on theme.
It is. Well, I mean, it's cold here, y'all, but we've got a 2-scoop Boost full of frosty fun. First, here's one kid who just learned it's never too soon to start helping with winter cleanup.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
Dirty. Trying to catch me riding.
Good song selection there.
The song alone, right?
Well done.
Okay, if that kid likes driving in the snow, maybe he can take his talents to UPS when he grows up. Check out how much fun a delivery man had while dropping off packages in the middle of the big Texas freeze.
There you are.
All right, that is the best delivery you can get.
By the way, I think it's on some sort of sled, but also it's safer than running down that hill.
That's true.
No, I think
He's not on his butt.
He's not on his sled.
That's just his butt.
His
Yeah,
butt?
that's his butt.
I thought it was sled.
No,
Wow.
This is Boom Boom.
Wait,
that's it.
You think? I thought it was sled.
absolutely.
Well, sled or somebody.
When he gets up, there's nothing there.
I think what it was.
I
look,
see sled.
That's just a thing on the side of his.
That's just on his belt.
That's just on his belt.
It's
See?
his
That's that digital
ski
thing there.
pants.
Yeah.
Confirmed no sled.
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
sled. But you know what?
Booth review.
Well, a butt
It
with
looks like-
sled
You know what
qualities.
freezes my?
Sled-like quality.
You know, it's better than sliding down using the package.
Right?
You know, sitting on the package.
Or what about running down? That's very dangerous.
Yeah, that's.
By the way, all these guys, these workers, these men and women, the
know.
last week have been delivering stuff. God bless them.
I mean,
Our utility workers, our police
It's
officers.
amazing.
So I'm glad that you shined a light on those guys.
Of course.
So thanks so much. Guys, coming ahead on Popstar, wait till you see the very tongue-in-cheek way that one rock icon is getting ready for his new tour.
Also, Gronk live. The legendary tight end will be here with a sneak peek at his Super Bowl commercial. We will, of course, also get his prediction for the big game, and we'll get his take on the Bill Belichick snub after local news and weather. It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, bitter blast. More than 100 million people waking up to new cold alerts from the Gulf Coast to New England as parts of the East brace for another winter storm on the way this weekend. Al's got the full forecast. And placing their bets. A Today exclusive look at a new study revealing the alarming rise in gambling among teenage boys.
The results of this new research are absolutely astounding and a wake-up call for every parent everywhere.
Kate Snow has the findings on how quickly it's spreading and how dangerous it can become. Then, Gronk and roll. NFL legend Rob Gronkowski is here live to talk all things football and share a special message.
Gronk, what'd I teach you? Relax your tight end.
A first look at his new Super Bowl ad with his former coach Bruce Arians coming right up. All that plus return to paradise.
I spent the last 3 years in an underground bunker.
Wow, so it's real.
John Mellencamp hits the gym.
So I thought I better try to get in shape, you know what I mean?
And Clueless gets a major honor.
As if.
Today, Thursday, January 29th, 2026.
Sending love to our Aunt Kelly, who watches Today every day from Emmett, Idaho.
celebrating Mary's 70th at the Today Show. Hi to our kids in Charlotte, North Carolina, in Houston, Georgia. Good morning to our sister Rose. We love you. From Savannah, Georgia, on a girls trip, our first time in New York. Today's Mom's birthday. Turning 50 from Prosper, Texas.
We're doing our vocal exercises.
Welcome back.
Gregor's doing.
Welcome back to Today, Thursday morning. Thanks for joining us. That's a cold crowd. We're going to bundle up and go outside in just a few moments. Folks might have heard us you do these vocal exercises.
I've been learning them, and now I have you doing them too. Do you want to show everyone what you learned?
I'll do mine if you do yours.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
And what does that do?
It loosens up our vocal cords. Our speech language pathologist taught us that. Yeah, very well done.
Now we've become a meme. All right, let's start this hour with a check of your news at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about that Arctic cold blast impacting more than 100 million people across the country right now. The dangerous cold also now responsible for at least 74 deaths. And to make matters worse, hundreds of thousands of folks have been without power for several days now, especially down south, forcing a lot of folks to find some place to stay. And here's the thing, no relief in sight for a lot of people. Al is back now, the very latest on this forecast. Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys, and good morning to you. And we are looking at another Arctic outbreak. Potential Friday, Saturday morning lows could be records from Jackson, Mississippi, Scranton, PA, Cleveland, Bridgeport, Connecticut. We're going to be watching that. In fact, for the weekend, look at these dangerous morning wind chills. It'll feel like minus 13 in Green Bay on Friday, minus 16 in Buffalo, minus 14 in Cincinnati on Saturday. And those temperatures are just going to really continue to drop. The highs on Saturday, even down to the Gulf Coast. New Orleans will only be 39 degrees. Tallahassee, 42. Winston-Salem, 24 degrees. And heading into Sunday and Monday morning, we're talking record lows from Knoxville all the way down to West Palm Beach. They could have snow showers along the eastern coast of Florida. Those would be ocean effect. And they could have some snow flurries on the west coast of Florida, Gulf Coast effect snow showers. And then we've got 22 million people winter storm watches from Salisbury, Maryland to Athens, Georgia. Why? Cold core of air coming down from Canada, digging into the Carolinas, a developing nor'easter off the coast. That's going to be bringing snow, heavy snow to Raleigh, 5 to 9 inches. Norfolk, you could see over a foot. Columbia, 2 to 5 inches. Charleston could pick up 1 to 3 inches. That's going to cause dangerous driving and airport delays. Here comes the system up the coast. Both the European and American models pretty much in agreement. It looks like the heaviest snow is going to be out toward Nantucket, up toward Boston. Coastal flooding likely, though, with this storm system because it's so big. We've got a full moon, and at high tides, guys, we could be looking at coastal flooding. So we're going to be watching this. Still a developing system.
All right. Thanks, Al.
Al, thank you. Now to the latest developments in the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy in Minneapolis last weekend. New video now shows that victim, the ICU nurse, in an altercation with federal immigration agents a week before his killing. NBC's Morgan Chesky in Minneapolis with the details. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Savannah, good morning. This new video is certainly offering more context, but important to note here that we have learned that the 2 agents who opened fire on Alex Preddy on this very street have now been placed on administrative leave. In the meantime, this new video that's been obtained by NBC News shows an encounter between the 37-year-old ICU nurse and federal agents 11 days before he was fatally shot. In it, you can see Preddy kick a vehicle belonging to federal agents before multiple officers tackle him to the ground. His family acknowledging that they were aware of this altercation, but said that Alex did not do anything to provoke that kind of reaction. In the meantime, the Trump administration acknowledging mistakes were made in the hours after Preddy's death, but they now promise a full investigation is underway. And following that frightening encounter at a Minneapolis town hall meeting, we are hearing from Congresswoman Ilhan Omar saying that any effort to create intimidation or fear will not silence her as she continues representing her constituents. And not only that, but within an hour, or just a few minutes rather, we do anticipate hearing from border czar Tom Homan. He will be holding a press conference here in Minneapolis. And while he has pledged to conduct ICE operations here differently in this city, the evidence of that is still unclear. Savannah.
All right, Morgan, thank you very much.
Breaking overnight, police have launched a hate crime investigation after someone crashed their car into Chabad World headquarters in Brooklyn. Chabad Lubavitch, it's a Hasidic Jewish organization. The incident happened just before 9 o'clock last night. Police say, the officers on the scene say they saw a vehicle slam into the building, then reverse, then hit that building again. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but that driver was immediately taken into custody.
New York prosecutors are pushing for the state trial of Luigi Mangione to start in July, 2 months before his federal trial is set to begin. Mangione is charged in the 2024 shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in the streets of Manhattan. State prosecutors argue that they have precedents, and so the state trial should proceed first. But Mangione's legal team says the July start date is unrealistic, so it's unclear how soon the judge will rule on that request.
Okay, let's go to the women's final at the Australian Open now. It is officially set earlier this morning. Top-ranked Aryna Sabalenka knocking off Alina Svitolina in the semifinal round. Sabalenka looking to win her third Australian Open in the last 4 years.
Oh, she's a tough one. And she's going to be taking on the number 5 seed, Elena Rybakina. She beat the American Jessica Pegula this morning, straight sets, too. Rybakina now has a chance to win her first Australian Open title bright and early Saturday morning.
Who do you like?
I don't know. Sabalenka is really, really tough. I like her. I really do. So we'll see.
Last year. She's something. All right. What you working on, Carson?
Well, not those tennis names. I mean, shout out to the sportscasters. That was very, very impressive, guys.
Thank you. That's because we limbered up our voices.
Well, you did great. Excellent job. You get an A. We got Pop Start coming up. We're going to take you to paradise. We get a brand new look at the hit show star-studded second season return.
All right, but first, a wake-up call for parents. Kate Snow is here with an exclusive first look at a new report that is sounding the alarm on the rise and the risk of teen gambling, especially for teenage boys, right after this. We are back, and everybody listen up. We've got a Today exclusive. It's a first look at a brand new report on teenage boys and gambling.
Yeah, it's increasingly present. I'm sure you've noticed in our lives, sports betting ads are just about everywhere you look. In fact, even at the recent Golden Globes, they posted the odds of somebody winning on the screen. And if you are seeing it, chances are your kids are obviously seeing it too.
Absolutely. NBC senior national correspondent Kate Snow joins us now with what all of us parents need to know.
Yeah, exactly, guys. I didn't know half of this. Good morning. Common Sense Media surveyed more than 1,000 boys between the ages of 11 to 17. They found more than a third of them had gambled in some form in the prior year. It's hard for them to avoid social media posts about gambling. Some even watch live streams of other people gambling.
My son just asked me like a month ago, was like, hey, can I get like $100 to bet on sports? No. It's like, what?
It's a question more and more parents are dealing with. Gambling was once confined to casino floors in Las Vegas, but a 2018 landmark ruling by the Supreme Court allowed states to legalize sports betting. And from there, the floodgates opened.
You covered. They got tons of slots to choose from, like cash.
A new study from Common Sense Media finds 36% of boys 11 to 17 report gambling in the past year. The legal gambling age varies by state, but everywhere in the U.S., you need to be at least 18 to gamble. Jim Steyer is the CEO and founder of Common Sense Media.
I think the results of this new research are absolutely astounding and a wake-up call for every parent everywhere. 1 out of 3 boys in this country are gambling online before they're old enough to vote.
He says it's starting young. 32% of the 11-year-olds Common Sense Media talked to said they gambled in the past year. By 17, that number jumped to 49% of boys. And 60% of 11 to 17-year-olds are seeing ads for gambling on YouTube and social media, usually not by choice, but pushed to them in their feeds.
Every drive can change the game. Arthur started at the 5 and took a parlay into the end zone.
We've all seen the ads for sports betting, which some boys are doing. Others are gambling in person, like card games or going to online gambling sites. And nearly a quarter are doing something Common Sense Media calls online gaming-related gambling. Think of kids buying things inside online games where you take a chance, like loot boxes and gotcha pulls. You might get something valuable, but you might not. And more than half of the kids they talk to are using real money to make those purchases. Common Sense Media says that's a game of chance and can be a gateway to more. Clinical psychologist Michelle Chung sees it that way too. She has a 12-year-old boy who does not gamble, but he and his friends play video games.
I mean, so there are these limited time drops, right? They're all online trying to get that weapon or that special limited edition thing.
And do they even know if they're going to get it?
They don't.
In her practice, she sees teens who gamble, and she's worried.
There's a modeling that happens here. Some dads are the ones who are teaching it to their kids without realizing the slippery slope that can come. I do think that this is the next wave of the mental health crisis that will happen in teenage boys, for sure.
And it's easy to learn the skills. Nearly half of boys who gamble say they watch online gambling content with popular online streamers like Aiden Ross.
Oh my God. Guys, I got greedy.
And popular rapper Drake.
We can't leave a hot table. I guess we are back to zero, so.
Final seconds.
We're starting over again.
Yeah.
Another 100K on fake Twitter.
Racking up hundreds of thousands of views, streaming themselves gambling in online casinos, winning and losing large sums of money. We reached out to gambling platforms. DraftKings says they use advanced technology to verify the age of customers. The Sports Betting Alliance told us they have a zero-tolerance policy for underage gambling.
Gambling is everywhere. How do you reverse that? What do you want the companies that run these platforms to do?
Number one, there needs to be age verification on all the social media platforms. Second, there have to be clear advertising restrictions. There are clear solutions here, but the industry has to take responsibility, and lawmakers around the country have to put simple laws in place that will punish companies that take advantage of these vulnerable boys, period. Plain and simple.
We also reached out to YouTube. They say they rigorously enforce their gambling policies, age restrict content that promotes online casinos, and don't allow advertisers to target minors. Listen, friends have a big influence, you guys. I think we all know this, but 84% in this report of boys whose friends gamble report that they also gamble.
Peer pressure.
It's communal.
Yeah, of course.
Kid, I mean, we were literally just talking about this last Saturday at dinner, me and some of my guy friends, and I didn't realize how pervasive it had become. What can parents do? Folks who are listening right now, watching right now, what can we do?
I mean, obviously talk to your young kids, right? And talk to them maybe before 11 is what Common Sense Media says. Start that conversation early about the consequences of gambling, what it means to gamble. Pay attention to what they're talking to their friends about if you can. And here's a big one. Keep an eye on your credit card statements because a lot of times they're spending, even inside those games that we talked about, they're spending using your credit card or maybe the gift cards that their aunt gave them for Christmas.
Or explain to them that's a form of gambling too. Those loot boxes. And it looks like video game stuff, but that's a form of gambling as well.
Yeah, and just being aware of what they're doing online, which is so hard. I get it.
It's just everywhere, and it's so normalized too. I mean, it's like my 9-year-old loves to watch sports. Every other ad is a gambling ad. You know.
And by the way, not even just the sporting events. Like if you're watching SportsCenter, you're watching a sports highlight show. Bottom of the screen.
That's endorsed.
It's endorsed. They show you the odds to everything. They're just.
If you're a kid, you're thinking this is on ESPN. It's okay. It's in the game. It's okay.
And they may not realize that it can be addictive for some people. So you know, that's another talking point.
Good report, Kate. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kate.
If you're heading out the door, don't forget Today's Show Radio, Sirius XM Channel 108. But right now, best time of the day.
Did you guys get a good bump after having Howard Stern on? I wonder if Off the Rails ratings went through the roof.
They probably did.
Yeah. You have to check the minutes on them.
You average it out. Like you've got Today's Show Confidential coming up today.
It's going to be huge.
Nobody listens.
Oh, that's not true. I do. First up is Paradise. Sterling K. Brown is. This show's awesome. If you're not watching it, the second season of Hulu's hit just dropped a new trailer exploring where he ends up in the show's post-apocalyptic world outside, of course, the safety of America's underground bunker. First, a look here also at some new castmates, including Shailene Woodley.
I spent the last 3 years in an underground bunker.
Wow, so it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
What's it like?
It's like before, only creepier. The longer we were down there, the more the scenes began to show.
This bunker, there's something that nobody knows about.
something dangerous. Let's go get my wife.
Out here, the little things will kill you.
I mean, season 1 was so good. This feels like the type of shows, the seasons go on, it's getting better and better.
I can't wait.
And just more acclaimed and great stuff. So Paradise, you don't have to wait too long. You can see season 2 February 23rd. Next up, the National Film Registry for Preservation, hot off the press, the Library of Congress just announcing the new set of movies that have been added to the list this year. It includes this legendary life lesson.
Wax on, wax off. Breathe in through nose, out the mouth. Wax on, wax off. Don't forget to breathe. Very important.
Yeah.
Great advice, Mr. Miyagi. JBH, were you listening to that?
Yes,
He
I
and
was.
young Daniel LaRusso, they have brought the Karate Kid into the National Film Registry along with a slew of other big screen hits throughout
Mr.
the
Miyagi
decades.
was really ahead of Breathwork.
We were meditating.
Philadelphia's now in, Before Sunrise, Clueless, The Truman Show, The Hours, The Incredibles.
Oh, Incredibles.
Yeah.
We get there when we get there.
So congratulations.
Clueless
They're
is
in
one of the best films of all time. Classic.
In the registry now. Next up, I'm not sure about this one. You know about this one?
We've run out of ideas.
Well, we've read a lot about how toys are in the movies. I mean, nostalgia is a huge thing for these studios now. They're looking for a way to make some big bucks on the big screen with built-in brands. We've seen Barbie, Lego, Battleship. They've certainly worked in those situations. They brought in billions of dollars. Well, here's the latest quote-unquote iconic piece of pottery now adding to the list.
There's a new pet.
It's a chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. Grow a collection.
I mean, you can see it in Barbie and Battleship, but can you see it in the Chia Pet world?
You know what,
Does it remind you a little bit of the studio with Seth Rogen, the Kool-Aid Man?
Kool-Aid Man.
A little bit.
At first I didn't
Well,
like
remember
it, but
Entourage and Aquaman?
it's kind of growing on me.
I like it.
I mean,
well, they're going to try to.
I heard what you
don't
said.
get it.
That's good.
We got
that
it.
was
Thank
good.
you.
That was good.
Oh, it's growing on you.
Yeah.
Yes. I was so angry that you were into it that I didn't see the
He was into it just to deliver that
How could you
punchline.
think this works?
Yes, I know.
It's good.
I think it could be cute, actually.
Chia. I mean, the song is great.
They're adorable.
It's just they're banking on a built-in IP that can sell merch, that can go big, families. I hope it works for them, and they have good creative people behind it. But it's just like, what are they going to do in the Chia Pet world?
Oh, he's going to do something cool.
I know.
Reached
We're going to
the
wait
end of the internet.
Well, maybe it's about like whether or not their fur grows.
Can you still
What do you mean? If there's a drought, the movie's over.
That's the plot. Whether their fur grows.
Yeah.
Hey,
They're
pretty simple.
Hey, when somebody told you about the Barbie movie, you probably laughed.
No, Barbie. I was like, okay, I could see that.
I'm a little worried about
Dude,
that.
Barbie has characters, and there's worlds, and there's Corvettes, and there's Malibu, and there's
Super Mario
Okay,
Brothers.
so Jenna, are we
Mario
Team
Brothers.
Chia?
We're Team Chia.
Team Chia.
All right.
And in fact, I want a Chia Pet. I'd like to grow one in my kitchen.
We should get one.
I've got a Mr. T Chia Pet upstairs.
You have a Mr. T one?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have multiple celebrities.
Okay.
Anyway, we got to go, guys. Next up, John Mellencamp. He recently stopped by our studio to talk about his upcoming tour. And a hilarious new video on social media. The 74-year-old rock icon is showing that it's going to be a tough tour, and he is really working out hard to get ready.
Hey, I'm trying to get in shape for my tour next summer. I'm playing 2.5 hours, nothing but hits. So I thought I'd better try to get in shape, you know what I mean?
That's Savannah when she turns 70.
100%.
Bringing back the smokes.
Never no treadmill.
I don't know if you can tell. He's smoking a cig, but he's on the treadmill. He's doing it.
He's moving.
By the way, he was here on the show. We have an autograph board. Did you see where he signed? We have guests come in and sign the board. Yeah, he signed on the wall.
The actual wall.
Oh, he did?
That is.
Oh, to the left of the board. Oh,
That is classic John Mellencamp.
He missed
right
the board
there.
just a little bit.
I want to get this item in quickly because it's great.
Okay.
Field Generals is the name of a new docuseries that's exploring the history of black quarterbacks in the NFL. And they're taking a deep dive into the stories of the Trailblazers who changed the game. Check out this sneak peek.
Black QBs are the future of modern football.
We want Lamar Jackson. We want Patrick Mahomes.
That's what you expect now from a quarterback.
But it's easy to forget how new the idea is.
Coaches were saying, I'd rather not have this weapon at my disposal.
We had Lamar Jackson before Lamar.
Marlon Briscoe.
James Harris.
Joe Gilliam. But you're just being told right away, not good enough.
I mean, this is a great idea because for me at 50, it was like Doug Williams.
Yes,
yeah. But you hear these names of the names that came before, and what a great education for us football fans. So check it out. It premieres February 5th on Peacock.
Okay, coming up next, Gronk in the house.
Ooh.
Let's
What's
show
up,
him.
Gronk?
There he is.
Yeah.
And
Bruce Arians.
friends after your local news.
Hey, Coach.
And it's time. We're back with our Super Bowl commercial kickoff this morning. two NFL champions teaming up for a really good cause. Rob Gronkowski is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He's won 4 Super Bowls, 3 with New England, 1 more with Tampa Bay. And his head coach for that one with the Buccaneers, a guy named Bruce Arians, a 25-year sideline staple who is now the Bucs' senior football consultant. He is also a prostate cancer survivor, and Gronk and Coach are joining forces once again as paid spokesman for Novartis in a Super Bowl ad that is aimed at raising awareness for screenings. Take a look.
Have you ever in your life seen tight ends this relaxed?
I am so relaxed.
They're carefree, calm, serene. You know what these tight ends are so relaxed about? Prostate cancer screenings. They've learned there's a simple finger-free blood test. Roughly 1 in 8 men would be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I was one of them. I'm here today because I caught it early. Gronk, what'd I teach you?
Relax your tight end. Prostate cancer screening starts with a simple blood test.
Find out if a PSA blood test is right for you at Relax. It's a bloodtest.com. Let's do this.
Okay.
Well done. Well done.
Giving ourselves a round of applause.
Well done.
I love it.
Oh, they were clapping over there, too. I mean, the concept is clever. The execution was fantastic. You've got a voice, by the way, that you could probably make some money off of. Before we get into the game, to the ad itself, how are we feeling today? I know you were diagnosed back in 2007. As we sit here, are you okay?
Yeah, doing fantastic. I get my PSA checked every year still, and I just keep looking for those double zeros.
Yeah. 1 in 8 men, you just showed that statistic there in the commercial. They're still not getting checked. Why do you think that is, Coach?
I think the stereotype of the finger test is scares too many guys off. But when you look at early detection and saving lives, it's the best way to do it, because this is a disease that's killing too many men that shouldn't be killing them.
Correct. And we got I know a lot of folks. Al Roker here. You know, Al is a prostate cancer survivor. Some men in my family as well. You've done a number of commercials in your day, but this one, chef's kiss to you.
Yes.
What was it like putting your tight end out there like that?
It was great. You know me. I always want to show off my tight end. And now this is a commercial where I get to show everyone that I'm relaxing my tight end. And prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers among men in the U.S. And men fear to get screened, because of the finger test. And we're here to raise awareness that it's just as simple as a blood test with Novartis here to get screened and see if you have prostate cancer or if it's developing. And you want to catch it early as well, because if you catch it early, that's when it's most treatable. So you want to go out there and, you want to take care of your health. That's what it's all about. I take care of my health. Coach Arians takes care of his health. So, hey, go out there, get screened. It's just a blood test.
I always tell everybody, get a scorecard. Yeah. Start at 40, get your blood test every year, and keep a scorecard.
That's good.
That's how I caught mine.
That's good. Let's talk football for a moment here while I got you. Let's talk about this Bill Belichick thing.
Yes.
I mean, I know how you feel about it. You made no secret that you think he should have obviously been a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Why do you think they kept him out? What do you think was behind it? Or have you heard something?
Actually, I didn't really hear anything. I've seen, some quotes out there. I'm not sure what's truly accurate. I mean, but in the end, obviously, there had to be some voters that have some ill will against Coach Bill Belichick for whatever reason. But that should be, overlooked. It's all about resume, and Coach Belichick has the resume. I mean, 8 Super Bowls, 2 as defensive coordinator with the New York Giants, 6 Super Bowls, obviously, 3 in the first decade that he was with the Patriots, and 3 in the second decade of the dynasty with the Patriots. I mean, this guy has the resume. And on top of it, how many lives he has touched and how many opportunities he has given to former players and coaches as well. I mean, Coach Belichick 100% deserved to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's clearly going to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he was definitely snubbed over the last couple days.
Have you talked to him about it?
I have not.
Coach, and a lot of folks have said it was a Spygate, Deflategate, that probably kept him out.
No, that's crap. I mean,
I agree.
The guy has the best resume of all coaches other than Don Shula. And even some of his is better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, this just floored me when this came out. And if Bill Belichick's not a first ballot, I don't know who is.
Great way. Hey, he said it perfectly.
From a guy who coached against him many a time.
Many times.
You know, it's interesting because I know folks always ask you for your Super Bowl predictions. You're a Fox analyst. You have been for about 4 years now, so you can actually predict the winner here. Last night I noticed Jimmy Fallon pointed out the fact that typically when you pick someone, they lose.
Yes.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's Gronk picking?
Yes. Well, over the last 3 years, I picked the wrong team every year, you know. But this year, I'm going to break that tradition because obviously I got to go with my New England Patriots. And it's a Super Bowl rematch from the first Super Bowl that I won, Super Bowl 49, when we faced Seattle. They were going for repeat as Super Bowl champions, and Malcolm Butler had that game-sealing interception. So I'm going with the Patriots. They're going to win, and it's going to be the same exact score as when we beat Seattle. It's going to be Patriots 28. Seattle 24.
Okay. And meanwhile, I think I hear a lot of people putting money on the Seahawks right now, Coach.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very hard for me.
I get it.
Being an ex-Arizona Cardinal head coach, it's very hard for me, but I'm pulling for the Seahawks in this one. I just think it's a great redemption story for Sam Darnold, and he has earned the right to hold that trophy.
So, Gronk, if the Pats win, your colleague and friend Tom Brady, you guys celebrate with the team, I would assume. Let me ask you this. Single Tom Brady versus married Tom Brady, which one's more fun?
Definitely single Tom Brady. But here's the problem is we flipped the script. I was single when I first got into the league, and Tom was married, and I was like, hey, this guy's lame. He'll never go out with me.
Yeah.
Wow, now he's going out every weekend, and I'm at home with my girl. Yeah.
Gronk, thank you. Coach, thank you. And, Coach, best of luck next week as well.
Thank you.
I know you're going to be watching the Super Bowl from a hospital room.
Yeah, hopefully the snowstorm doesn't stop me from getting to Philly because open heart surgery next Friday.
All right, we're going to say a little prayer for you.
Thank you.
Look great, and let us know when you launch that hotline, too.
Oh, you got it.
Gronk, we'll see you back here next hour as well. We're going to have another Super Bowl ad for you tomorrow from another NFL icon. Perhaps you've heard of her. Kylie Kelsey will be here. And, of course, you can see all of the commercials, the game itself, next Sunday, February 8th on NBC and Peacock. Savannah?
Okay, that was great, but I think I can do you one better right here. We've got the Emmy-winning star of one of our favorite shows around here, The Pit, Catherine Lanasa, right here. But first, this is Today on NBC.
What's that?
Polygraph. What you civilians call a lie detector test.
Oh.
If I could tell you the famous faces that have been up here.
Get out.
A certain cast member of Melrose Place.
Really?
Have you ever seen the show?
No.
You can admit it, Jerry. It's okay.
Oh, that classic clip from Seinfeld, you recognize face right there? Catherine Lanasa in one of her big first TV roles. Well, now, more than 30 years later, she is the Emmy-winning star of another hit show, which we love around here, called The Pit. Each episode centers on one grueling hour of an emergency room shift at a Pittsburgh hospital. Catherine leads the nurses station as the beloved charge nurse, Dana, someone whose compassion for the patients is always front and center. Take a look.
I don't like going to doctors.
Well, that makes two of us. We all need help from time to time. Think maybe we could arrange for some ongoing care?
I just kind of want to get patched up, you know?
I do know. But that's today. What's tomorrow?
Sunday.
Use the system. That's what it's there for.
Catherine, good morning.
Hi.
It is so nice to meet you. You have so many fans in this building of this show, and you in particular. You just, like, light up the screen. What's it like to be in this moment? You've been an actress a long time, and now you're winning all the trophies, the Golden Globe for the show, Critics' Choice, Emmys.
It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I think, you know, it's a moment that I thought had passed me by. Like, I really loved what I do, and I just thought, well, that's for other people. And so for it to suddenly come for me in my late 50s was really just such a joy and so beautiful, and so for me just very heartfelt.
Well, I think that's why everybody's just so delighted and rooting for you. Did you know when you're doing, because you've done a million jobs, I mean, you're an experienced veteran actress, you get this role in The Pit, did you think, this is special, this could be something, this is the one?
You know, I had never been on a show that went more than 2 seasons, so as Noah said, so you're unlucky. I'm like, I am unlucky. So I thought, you know, I actually was on Truth Be Told. That went 3, but I didn't make it past the top of the 3rd season. So, I didn't expect anything, but I thought I had a better chance with John Wells than with anything else I'd been on.
Yeah, because the executive producer also did ER, which you also had a little spot in.
Yes, I did.
Way back when. So people love it because of the storylines, of course, but it's also so realistic. Did they? I have like 100 questions.
Yes.
Did they send you to like a medical boot camp? I mean, these terms are just flying off your lips.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how do you learn all this stuff?
You know, we actually have a little, what do they call it? Like a phonetic dictionary at the front of every script, so we know just how to say it. And then they also started sending us an email, like someone saying orally, like all the different
And the
words.
set is very realistic.
It's 100% a built-out emergency department.
Wow.
It's like it's a whole soundstage, and the entire soundstage, with the exception of a catwalk that goes around it, is an emergency department.
I read that you open the drawer and it's like you feel.
I don't want anyone to sit at my desk. Literally, if someone is sitting at my desk, it's like, that's my desk, and my stuff is in there. When we switch over to the night shift, they don't always know. They just think it's part of any part of the set. I'm like, ma'am, here's some drawers over here that aren't part of my desk that you can use.
You're in my
I feel
space.
very territorial about Dana's desk because it's Catherine's desk, and I hang out there.
As you should be. What about it's very gory, like the blood and guts. Sometimes I'm watching like through my fingers.
Me too.
Okay, so how do you handle that?
I don't. I don't play a doctor.
Has there been a scene where you're like, okay, it's too much?
Yeah. When John Wells was directing the top of this season, episode 201, I was shadowing him, and he was like, Catherine, come look at this. There was a big open chest cavity in 201, and he's like, come take a look at it. And I was like, okay. Then I go over there. Inside, I was like, no! It looks so realistic. It's all these layers of, like, muscle and tissue and fat, and then they coat it in blood so it looks more realistic, even more realistic. But you can't tell the difference between a prosthesis and the person's body from as close as we are.
It's that realistic.
They are so good.
Okay, speaking of realistic, your accent. So it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Now, I know the Philly accent.
Okay.
You know, where it's like hoagie and all that
They
kind
do say a little bit of that. It's just not quite as hard as Sogi.
Well, I have a little clip. Here you are. So for people who haven't seen it, here's some greatest hits of the Pittsburgh accent.
Okay.
Roll it.
Okay, big girl. Baby Jane Doe. This ain't Philly. Wish you many, many Utahs in your life. You ever kill a man in a bar fight? Who throws away a perfectly good baby?
Okay, how'd you nail it?
How'd I nail the accent?
Yeah.
A lot of tears.
Yeah.
A lot of tears, Savannah.
Really?
A lot of tears. Yeah. There was a lot of tears, and I was listening to Mayor of Easttown as I took a bath, because I had watched it so many times to at least get in the zone. It's not the correct accent. And they came on in the extras talking about their dialect coach. And so I looked her up on IMDb Pro, and she connected me with Suzanne, who had done everybody else in the cast, and who's from Pennsylvania, Suzanne Solby. Yeah. And she taught it to me, and I eked it out.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's very distinct, and you've been getting a lot of, applause for nailing it.
Well, I don't know if I nail it, but I'm trying. I knew if I didn't do it, I would sound like I was vaguely from New Jersey or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wanted to honor the people of Pittsburgh and try to get their accent correct.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a love letter to frontline workers. That is for sure. Are you still dancing in the after every take?
Yeah,
I also saw a video of you dancing, which you're very good.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. See, my shoes were better last year, and so this year I'm really going to vet the shoes. The shoes were very slick, and anyway, there's some details about the shoes that made those easier than season 2 shoes.
Okay, so now that you've won all the awards, you can demand I need better dancing shoes with my scrubs.
They would have gotten them for me, but I just, we get a new sneaker every year. I didn't quite know how it was going to be.
Before I let you go, I know you guys have been season 2 hasn't even finished. They picked up season 3 before season 2 even aired, which is incredible. Their director-producer, John Wells, is notoriously secretive about the plot lines.
Yes.
Like, you didn't even know if you were coming back for season 2.
No.
So I guess you can't give us a sneak peek of season 3.
No, I have no idea. I don't even know if they know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have to have Nurse Dana, so just know that. I would
call John Wells. I'm going to get you his email.
I will. I don't think he'll listen to me. And I would also like to manifest maybe like a romantic storyline for Nurse Dana. Don't you think?
Yeah, so she's married, but would she be having an affair, or what would happen?
No, I don't support
Would
that.
the guy come on?
Maybe
Would her husband come on? Would
I didn't know
Benji come on?
She's married. I forgot that.
Well, maybe he needs to come to the show.
Well, maybe he needs to come to the show.
Yeah, bring her some lunch.
Casting call for bring lunch. Maybe change his shoes. Kathleen, thank you.
Thank you.
We're just so delighted for you. You're incredible. You're the star of the show. You and Noah. Tell Noah to come over as well. We love him too. Reminder, there's a new episode of The Pit tonight. They drop every Thursday. Gotta wait for it. 9 Eastern on HBO Max. We're back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.